there, everybody. It's Mike Delisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Kanban EV, the latest updated, deluxeified version of Kanban from designer Vital Lacerda with artwork by Ian O'Toole coming from Eagle Gryphon Games. This is the latest in the series of Vital Lacerda games that are kind of in this style box with artwork by Mr. O'Toole. A number of these have been released in recent years to quite a bit of positive reception. Now, Kanban is a game that has been previously released, and this is, again, kind of like the most updated and deluxeified version. Kanban is the name for a scheduling system that supports an efficient assembly line, just-in-time production, and a smooth workflow process. So this is based off electric vehicles, which are the future of the automobile industry. So Kanban is a game that I have not played, but from what I understand is about the production of automobiles. And it looks like this one is going into electric automobiles, okay? So it says that this particular version of the game includes the upgrade pack and the metal car set. So that's something that you might want to keep in mind, is that there are obviously different versions of this game out there, and the one you may be exposed to might or might not have the same components as this one. So just keep that in mind. The other thing to keep in mind is that these games are immense, and they have a tremendous amount involved in them, and I am not going to go into a tremendous amount of detail. I'm going to give you a quick view of all of the components, just to give you a sense, because I say vehicles because I see it right there. These overview videos, these unboxing videos are not meant to be comprehensive 20-minute videos, all right? Oh, here's a rule book for you with some pretty striking visual appeal to it, and to my eyes anyway. Here's the game setup. Okay, we've got the player setup here, the new employee orientation, and the game structure. It's played over a series of rounds, with each round representing 1 day of work in the factory, and each day comprises 2 phases. You've got the department selection phase and the work phase, and then it goes into more detail about each of those phases. Training and certification, some golden rules for you. And then we've got the different departments and tasks involved within them. The design department, the logistics department, the assembly department, the research and development department, the administration department. And then you've got Sandra, the factory manager, who, although, like I said, I've never played this game before, I've heard about Sandra. And it's usually not in the most glowing of terms. It seems like a lot of times Sandra causes players a lot of angst. All right. End of week scoring and meetings. You can't work at a factory without having you can't work anywhere without having meetings, right? End of the game. And some variants. You can have nice Sandra. Why would you ever not choose to have nice Sandra? That means that normally she's not nice. That's the implication there. Although she does give you some tips, so it must not be too bad. All right. Final scoring. We also have solo rules and a reference book here, which, as a solo player, I'm always appreciative when they've got solo rules clearly separated out. And looks like we have some components that are specific to the solo game as well. Okay. Goes into some detail about the differences between the solo game and the traditional game. You've got a speed charger expansion, some special garage tiles expansion, some final goals, performance goals, certifications. All right, well, as I said, I'm going to try to go a little bit more quickly here. Here is an example of some of the cardboard. As with all of these kind of Eagle Gryphon editions of the Lacerda games, they are thick cardboard. There's not going to be any complaints, I would imagine, over the quality of the cardboard. The upgrade pack here says that it's got these 2 expansions, all right? We also have these metal vehicles, which weigh, it seems like about as much as an actual vehicle. These are really not light. And they're in a nice, I don't know if I'm going to be able to adequately express how hefty these metal vehicles are. They are very, very hefty. They are not insubstantial by any means. I'll show off one example of all of them. Okay. These are pretty slick, actually. All right. I know you're getting a little glare, but I think you can get a sense for them there. Come along here. This one was not playing nice with me. Okay. And then finally, kind of our sporty, sleek. All right. So those are our metal vehicles, which are add-ons, as it says right there on the packaging. More cardboard components here. Very thick. Yet more cardboard here. I'm just going to kind of show you an overview of these, just so you can get a sense for what we're looking at art-wise. Here we've got more cardboard. We've got our board here, which is large. Okay, I believe I'm already as zoomed out. I am as zoomed out as I can be. So what I'm going to do is just kind of, I'm going to start over here and scroll the board along so you can get a sense for the entirety of it. There we go. So very colorful board, but I don't think I would call this busy at all. It seems relatively clear, just very, very colorful, bright. We've got some recessed player boards here, which I've been on record. I'm a big fan of recessed player boards, okay, and the different player colors. I think they're upside down, but you get the general notion here. Very nice. Then we've got a series of molded plastic inserts, quite honestly. I'm just going to kind of show you these pieces because they're screen printed wooden pieces, but to take them all out would be really, honestly, would take the video length way too high, but I can give you a sense for what we're looking at here. We've got a number of different screen printed wooden pieces. All right. They're all screen printed. Also, honestly, if I take everything out, I'm afraid I'm not going to know how to put it back in. I'm sure that there's a reference somewhere, but for the purposes of this, I'm just kind of wanting to show you what we've got. These are also cardboard. These are not cards. All right. The different departments and tasks. So it looks like there's one of these for each of the players. Okay. And clearly there are places to put all of these things. Again, I just don't have that in front of me right now. We've got a number of different, just lots of different wooden screen printed components here. I know we're getting a bit of glare, but I think you can get an idea of what we've got there. Some wooden +1 screen printed markers. Okay, I'm already struggling to get these back where they were. Probably a problem with me rather than with the box, but that being said, here you go. You see some more wooden, custom wooden pieces. We've got a metal, I don't know if this is a round marker, but it's pretty slick. So many components, so much wood, so much metal, so much plastic, so much everything. Now, I'm assuming that these are the pieces that get replaced by those metal cars, okay? And so some of this would be redundant. And when the pieces that are being replaced are this lovely, that tells you something about the quality of the entire project, I think. I'm assuming these are some solo cards here. Let's just open some of these up so you can get a sense for those. Not a lot of cards in the game. A lot of cars, C-A-R-S, but not a lot of cards, C-A-R-D-S. The cards that are here are of nice quality, though. And again, I believe these very much look like solo cards to me. I've played a solo game or two in my time, and these strike me as solo cards. All right? You also have a number of smaller cards here. Sure, why not? These are simple to see where they go back, so I'll open some of these up and give you a look at those. This is already going to be a 10+ minute video, no matter how much I've tried to go as quickly as possible. All right. You can kind of see the iconography and the graphic design of these, which obviously in a game like this, if you've ever played a Vital Lacerda game, there are a lot of interconnecting mechanisms, and there's probably quite a bit going on in the game, but I do think that the graphic design is top-notch. I'm not terribly surprised because I have long been a fan of the art and graphic design of Ian O'Toole, who does these games with Mr. Lacerda and Eagle Griffin. All right, well, I'm not going to try to reassemble this on camera, but that gives you a pretty good idea of what you'll find inside the box of Kanban EV. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.